You are not the same with your mom as you are with your best friend, and that is not fake. That is just how being human works. Think about it. You laugh at different things, you tell different stories, you even sit a little different. And none of that is something you ever chose or planned out at all. Experts call this self-concept, and what they found is wild. Your sense of self is not one fixed thing. It shifts based on who you are standing next to here now. It is like you carry a set of versions of you, and each person in your life pulls a new one to the surface without even meaning to do it at all. Around some people, you feel sharp and funny and easy to talk to, and around others you feel slow and small, and like you are always saying the wrong thing out loud. That gap is real, and it is not just in your head. The people around you act like mirrors, and some mirrors are just cleaner than others. Plain and simple, true fact. This is not about being fake. Most people think that when they see it, they feel bad, like something is wrong with them. But no, this is your brain being very smart. Your brain is always reading the room, always asking, what does this person need from me, and what is safe to show here? And it does this before you even can think. Experts found that the version of you that shows up is shaped by what you think the other person wants to see, and that shift starts before you are even fully aware. Think of the most quiet version of you, the one that comes out around people who are loud or harsh, or just never seem to really listen when you talk to them. Now think of the version that comes out when someone looks at you like you are worth listening to, and you feel yourself open up like you had been waiting for this. That shift is not a show. It is a response. Your whole system is tuned to the people around you, and it plays the notes it thinks will keep you safe here. Some people bring out a version of you that feels like home, and some bring out a version you do not know, and both of those are telling you something very real. The version of you that shows up most often is the one shaped by your past, by who raised you, by who made you feel small, or large, or truly well-loved. If you grew up around someone who made you feel like too much, you learned to make yourself smaller, and that version stuck, because your brain learned it kept things calm then. If someone always made you feel smart and curious, that version grew too. Your sense of self is not built alone. It is built in relationships, whether you know it or not. This is what experts call reflected appraisal, which means you become partly what you think others see in you, and that belief starts to form very early in your own whole life. So the version of you at work is shaped by what your boss reflected back to you, and the version with your family is shaped by years of what they showed you. Here is the strange part. You might feel most yourself around people who are not even that close to you, and least yourself around people you love, and that is real too. Sometimes the people closest to us have old maps of who we are, and being with them pulls you back into a version of yourself you thought you had already left behind. You go home for the holidays, and suddenly you are 17 again. Not because you are weak, but because those people were in the room when that version of you was built. Old roles are powerful. A sibling who always saw you as the mess, or the quiet one, or the one who needed help. That role does not just vanish when you grow. It takes real effort to show up differently in rooms where people remember you as someone else. And most people never do it, not because they cannot, but because it is hard. This is also why new cities, new jobs, new friend groups can feel like a relief. You get to show up fresh. You get to let a newer version of you lead. New people do not have a fixed image of you. So the version you show them is not fighting against an old story. It can just be what it is right now. The best version of you tends to show up around people who are not trying to fix you, or change you, or remind you of who you used to be long before. People who just let you be present without a script, without a role. Those people are rare, and when you find them, hold on to them. They are doing something for you. So when you notice you feel different around different people, do not ask yourself which version is real. Ask yourself which version feels like the one you are trying to grow into. All of them are you. None of them are fake, but not all of them deserve the same amount of your time and your energy and your open, honest, true whole self. The goal is not to be the same with every person. That would not even work. It is to know which rooms draw out the version you most want to become soon. Pay close attention to how you feel after you leave someone. Not just during the time you spent. The version of you they bring out stays long after you say your bye. Some people leave you feeling lighter, more curious, more like yourself. And some people leave you feeling drained or small or unsure. That gap is data. It is worth paying attention to. The people who see you well, who hold space for the version you are still becoming, those are the ones worth letting. Close the ones worth being more open and honest with. Because who you are is not fixed. It is alive, it is moving, and it is shaped by every room you walk into and every person who looks you in the eye. You get to choose some of those rooms, and that is not a small thing. That choice every time you make it is quietly building the person you are going to be.